Hi there everybody, I'm Trent Corey. I'm the founder of Find Yourself Running. Today I just want to talk to you about the lessons I've learned from becoming a championship runner back in high school, which has been 20 years ago, but I learned a lot about that process and growing up in Iowa, becoming running for Dubuque Senior, Dubuque, Iowa, and learning under Jim Boughton, who was my coach and my mentor at that time. And sadly, he passed away a few years ago, and I really miss you, Mr. Boughton. But you taught me so much, and it was just amazing how a culture of winning was what we brought, and a lot of fun. And the lessons I learned from that whole process was, you had to put in your regular work. You had to do things consistently. It wasn't really about, one big performance or working really hard. Mr. Boughton was really smart. We saw the other high schools in town. They were okay, but they weren't great. They'd be running out like crazy repeats and just beating everybody up. And Mr. Boughton was smart. He knew that you had to work people just enough, tax them just enough past their barrier, but not so far that you injure yourself. So what I learned a lot about, from being a championship runner to getting to the point where I went to the University of Iowa and I was a scholarship athlete, I was captain of the cross country team, really was that you were consistent day in and day out. And what that means is staying healthy, right? So, he knew that if you didn't toe the line at the state meet, you weren't going to score at the state meet. That makes sense, right? You have to be healthy and you have to be strong. So the best way to do that is through consistent training over a period of time without getting injured. And once you have that consistency, then you get to a fitness level that is amazingly strong, and you can run so dang fast. And it was amazing. We called it senior magic, because once we got to the finished end of the year, we'd do our taper, and people would do PRs like crazy. And I remember being out there, and I ran a PR my senior year, ran 15:14 for 5K, and was a state record at the time. And really, that was a thing where it felt great. I tell people that, it just felt like I was just floating out there, that I was just kind of I was observing myself running that situation. It's just quite a surreal experience, but that experience is there. And, to learn how to get to that point was really intelligent, that we did our core work, we did all the things that we needed to every day. I remember as a kid in high school, I would do my stretches. I would, I'd set up this like little trampoline on my desk, because I wanted to do this stretch off my bed, so I could lay down and do my stretches at night. And I would do them religiously every night before I went to bed. I also did my core work to my CD, and I would listen to a CD for about half an hour, and I would do my core work every night after practice. I just had a discipline and a consistency that was unparalleled. I just thought it was something I needed to do. Amazingly, what happened is, I became state champion because I did this every day for about 3 years. And, I did all my core work, I did my exercise, I did my strength training. So there were things that were in there that, yes, you'd say, oh, that's working hard, you gotta want it. Yeah, you do. But that wasn't really part of it. It was just like that drill. I wanted to be, I wanted our team to win state, and I knew that if I brought the best out of me, maybe I would do that. But it didn't matter what the result was. It was the matter that I wanted to make myself a better person, and I wanted to make myself better at what I did. And that just took that work day in and day out. And I think if you do those things that are just consistent, you may surprise yourself, and you realize that certain things that you weren't even you wouldn't think were even visible in your goals can become possible. But it's up to you what you want to decide to do, and that's kind of what I teach. I teach running classes now, and I'm really excited to show people things to get to that point. You may not be a championship runner, you may just be just trying to just complete a half marathon or whatever you want to do, or 5K. Setting your sights on that, doing the consistent work every day, or in some way, shape or form every day, creates that mentality and the automatic nature of that. It just kind of goes off, just happens. It doesn't become work anymore because it's just part of what you do. And that's the mindset of someone who's a championship runner. It's in the daily stuff every day. That's kind of the boring stuff. It's not the flashy stuff that gets you there. It's the day by day working on something consistently that creates a change. And that happens about anywhere in life, so don't think this is just running, but if you can have that mindset of those things and make something this habit, it doesn't become something that has all this momentum and willpower to do. You just do it, which is using the power of your subconscious again. So really important to kind of have those mindsets in your body, and that will create the changes you may be desiring in your running life. So again, this is Trent. I'm founder of Find Yourself Running. I want you to take a look at my website, findyourselfrunning.com, and take a look at me on Facebook as well. All right.